Hi, everybody. I'm Karen Fleshman from San Francisco, California. I am a mom, I'm an attorney, I'm an activist, and I am the founder of Racy Conversations. Our mission is to inspire the anti racist generation, and I'm also a founding team member of Moms Allyship Against Racism. And I want to thank the organizers of today's event, this week's event. This is so compelling and inspiring to see people from all across our country saying enough is enough. This has to come to an end. And I want to talk today, white woman to white women. We are the largest group of voters in this country. We could change everything if we switch sides in our voting and elected public officials who care about ending gun violence. It will come to a stop. And we are, white women, the most impacted by gun violence. And what do I mean by that? Well, as horrific as they are, mass shootings only represent a fraction of the gun violence in our society. The majority of death by gun is suicide. And the group most likely to commit suicide by gun are white men, our husbands, our fathers, our sons. My dear friend's husband committed suicide by gun, and she was the one who found him. I just urge you, no one should have to experience what she and her daughters went through. And the science is clear that if there is not a gun present when white men have suicidal ideation, their likelihood of committing suicide is much lower. If there's a gun present, it is much, much higher. Uh, we are also, guns have become the leading cause of death among children. It's our children finding the gun that is not properly stowed in the house and and playing with it and accidentally killing another kid, killing themselves. We can be the ones to prevent this from happening. White supremacists lie to us. They try to make us believe that we are at danger of being raped by a black man and that having a gun in the house is going to keep us safe, when in fact, the opposite is true. We are extremely unlikely to be raped by a black man and very likely to be harmed by an intimate partner. And if there's a gun in the house, the likelihood that we will die is much, much higher. Having guns in the house does not protect us. It makes us more vulnerable to gun violence. I'm not just making actual research by actual research. I am pleading today to white women to change the way we raise our kids. The Buffalo shooter is our son. We are responsible for him. What we allow, the media messages in our house, what the allowing our kids to be radicalized. Where our boys are. They are online. They are on YouTube, Snapchat, Fortnite. They are targeting our boys and trying to bring them in. So it is our responsibility, white moms, to be cognizant of what is going on with our children and present a counter narrative, present an anti racist narrative, teach our kids how to love, not hate. I'm saying this because I love us and I want to protect us. I know many of us, myself included, are survivors of rape. And I think that that experience of having been raped, and in my case, it was when I was 16 years old, has majorly impacted my ability to speak out at other times in my life when I have seen injustice happening or when I have been the target of injustice, and it has silenced me. And it's taken a lot of work of healing from my intergenerational trauma, of connecting with other survivors, of sharing our stories that has allowed me to finally heal from this trauma and speak out against injustice whenever I see it. And so I ask white women in the name of our daughters to prevent them from experiencing the kind of sexual assault that I know is endemic throughout white society. We just don't talk about it. It's the Brett Kavanaughs who are raping us at the high school party. That's exactly what happened to me. There is so much community, white women. There are so many women of color. You see my sheroes behind me, Audre Lorde, Shirley Chisholm, Frida Kahlo. There's so much possibility when women unite across difference. And that is why the white supremacists have worked so hard to make white women disdain Black women. We have to overcome that. We have to stop um, uh, hating Black women and start to realize that Black women, the people who are most impacted, Native American women, the people who are most impacted by gun violence are the ones who are closest to the solution. And they're the closest to the solution for all of our challenges. They're the closest to the solution for ending mass incarceration. They're the closest to the solution for ending poverty. They're the closest to the solution for improving health outcomes. When we, white women, follow the leadership and support the leadership of women of color, we can transform our society for the benefit of everybody. Right now, women in the United States have the lowest life expectancy of any women in wealthy Western countries. And our life expectancy is actually going down. The counties that voted for Trump are the whitest counties in our country. And they're also the counties where the life expectancy is going down the most, and it's going down because of suicide, alcoholism, overdose, and lack of access to health care. White women, I see you out there struggling, and I am your sister. I am your sister. I am a white woman named Karen